Hello. I hope I didn't scare you. It's just, you seem to have fallen ill in the time that I was serving you some food. Are you okay? I promise I didn't do anything to the food. It was just coincidence. And again, maybe I made some kind of mistake. It's okay. You'll be safe as long as you stay here. There's no one who's given me problems in a long, long time. So please, won't you just stay still? I promise, everything's gonna be fine. I know that may not be reassuring coming from a vampire, but I hope you can bear with it for now. I'm really trying my best to show you a better side of things. It's my dream to see one day when humans and vampires can get along without thinking one is food and the other one's a monster. Trust me, I know what some people have seen. They've witnessed true monsters. But I think that's a problem with the heart, not with their body, not with someone's external or physical properties. That's why I've been so adamant to try and dispel that. And then I mucked things up when you came along. But I couldn't just leave you there. I had to make sure you had a place to stay in. I wanted to be a good host and do something that maybe no one else has shown you. Proper kindness and care, 'cause I think you deserve it. I could tell with a glance. You've got a big heart, and that there's more to you than that. You didn't look at me and assume that I was a monster, even if you were a little scared. You gave me a chance to explain myself, and you trusted me enough to make it this far. I know. It may seem a bit strange to be hosted by someone who drinks blood. But other than that need for blood, I'm no different than you. I promise, I'm not just some kind of monster. I kinda hate what I am. In a certain sense, I have a lot to learn, I guess. I don't want to hate myself. It's just people misunderstand me because of it. A lot of people think that I'm just out to get them, or that I have ulterior motives, but I don't. Please, you gotta believe me, Bunny. I know you're not exactly a human, but you're still more like them than me. So, I understand if you can't get past this. If it's too much, and it bothers you so much, then you're free to leave anytime you want. I don't want you to feel guilt-tripped into staying, or like you're in danger if you try and leave. I'm nothing if not willing to accept defeat if I need to. I would consider it a big defeat, because I don't want to say goodbye to someone who I earnestly enjoy their company, especially not on bad terms. You know, way back when I was little, I used to know someone that was just like you. Not just like you, 'cause they were an actual bunny rabbit, but they had a beautiful, happy face. Just like you do, and I'm probably talking myself into a problem, but I guess I was reminded of my childhood pet when I look at you. That's why I instinctively called you Bunny. I hope you don't mind too much. It's just there's not a whole lot of friendly faces, and you seem like you had a big friendly aura around you. And it just made me want to give you a hug, though I never do so without asking first. It's not for anything like that. I just thought it might be nice to have someone over for tea. Give you a nice meal, and, well, I'm not sure why things went this way. But now that they have, you can stay as long as you want. It's kinda lonely here. I'm not used to having people I could call cordial. And usually I have to beg for people not to burn down my home. It's not something that's very nice. But if someone were to burn my home in the daytime, I may very well perish. And I don't want to die. I don't want anyone to die, truthfully. Even those I've had the biggest disagreements with, I still want to get along with them. I still believe that they can be good too. Just like I know you're not like the worst ones. You're so much better than that. Perhaps it's wrong of me to assume so much when we've only just met, but I was curious if maybe you'd stick around. Maybe I could show you that I'm not such a bad guy. And maybe I could make up for whatever happened with the meal or why you collapsed. I want you to leave with a smile on your face. If I get to see you off, will you at least stay until then? I'll do whatever it takes. I don't mind giving you time, and if you just want to sleep in here and you don't want to see me, I understand. My fangs and super pale demeanor might be a bit intimidating, but I promise I'd never bite you. I've never really bitten anyone or anything like that. I strictly believe in nonviolence. I prefer talking it out if we can. Just in case we can't, though, it's okay. And I'll even make you some lunch to take with you. So, you do want to stay still? I understand. You still can't trust me, I bet. It hurts that society's like this, but I don't blame you. I know. My kin, they've done such bad things. People who call themselves vampires. People who embrace such gory, horrible things. I personally don't understand it. I don't understand it, Bunny. Is it still okay if I call you that? Thank you. I'm sorry. It's just I'm a little broken up about all this. Whenever I think of how many people, they'll make the distance between us even more. Because the bad ones, they get all the publicity. The bad ones ruin it for the bunch. And I hate that. I just want to kill it with kindness, you know? I don't want people to see me as a monster. I want them to see me as what I am. Just a guy trying his best to fit in this world. I may be lonely, but that's all I am. I'd never do anything crazy. I've never done it in all the time I've existed. I've lived for so long, too. I wish I could say it's been good all the time, but honestly, Bunny, it's been tough because my friends, they live so far away, and I can't easily travel because people want to hunt me down. There's even guilds dedicated to it. I've had to fend for myself, and people still want to hunt me down. I have rumors going around about me that I'm some kind of progenitor, someone who makes a bunch of other vampires by biting people, but I'd never do that. I may be one of the first vampires around, but that never stopped me from always being like this. I admit I wasn't always so controlled, but I never hurt anyone. I couldn't bear with it because the thought of it, I always started tearing up whenever I saw someone who was afraid of me. So no matter how thirsty I got, the only thing that would happen is I'd start crying, and they'd usually run away, confused. In those tears, I wish I could say it was something that only happens now and then, but it's because people misunderstand me. And I'm glad you've listened to me so far, Bunny. I appreciate it so much, because most people don't give me the chance to finish my sentences. So how am I supposed to convey something nice, something good? And I'm not a bad guy. I can't defend myself if no one listens, and they just see a monster. That's why I always try even harder to fight that image, to be a good guy. I want to be the best guy around. I learned from my buddy Mirio. He's a demon, but he's like a knight. He only protects people and never hurts anyone if he can avoid it. He's been such a good guy and a big inspiration to me. He helped me when I almost fell. I almost walked into the sunlight. For obvious reasons, it was a decision I probably shouldn't have made, but I was alone for so long that I thought no one would hear me out. I just only ever wanted a chance. I don't need anything. Us vampires are thankfully pretty self-sufficient. All I need is a small bit of blood from someone every now and then, which thankfully some people do give me donations. But it's a distant kind of thing. It feels like they do it out of fear, rather than out of care or concern. I know. I shouldn't complain, it's still a gift. It does mean the world to me. But all I really want is a friend. Or someone who cares about me. Who doesn't see me as a monster. I guess that's where I was hoping maybe since you said you didn't have a place to go and that you lost your home, that maybe you could stay here for a while, at least until you find out where you want to go. At least for a time. That's why I want you. I want you to be with me. I know it's wrong of me to ask this, because we've only known each other one night. But would you be willing to live here for a while? I promise I'll take care of every need you could possibly have, and if anything, if you want to give me blood, that's fine, but I'd never ask of it. I know, I actually hate this stuff. If I could survive without it, I'd avoid it completely. It looks so tasty, human food and the food of the other races. It's just, no matter what I do, if I try and eat it, it just makes me really sick. I know. I have no sense of taste, probably. At least not in the sense that you would. But it's the thought of it. The warmth that goes into cooking something instead of stealing the warmth out of something else. That's the kind of warmth that I want, the warmth of something I make from my heart. I don't just want you to see me as greedy. That's the last thing I want to be. I promise, Bunny. I'm not a greedy guy. Nor am I some kind of perverse weirdo who likes blood. If I didn't need it, I wouldn't. I wouldn't at all. Maybe there's things that we can relate on. I know how much we're different, but maybe we're similar. And maybe there's more to us than just this relationship we have right now. Maybe we could be even more. I know. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. In fact, I know I am, because I always do. So, my name's Tamaki Amachiki, and I've been a vampire for several thousand years. And I know that makes me like super ancient and all, but a lot of that I spent sleeping, because I was really sad for a long time. So, while I may seem immature, or like I don't know what I'm talking about, it's only because a lot of my time, I just didn't know what to say, what to do. So I spent it in my head, and after spending so much time in my head, I guess I got too nervous to talk to people, and, well, I made an effort, for sure. I got really anxious around new people. And since I didn't really have any friends for most of my life, I kinda got discouraged. But maybe because you and I are something slightly more than that, maybe you'll be like the secret, the key to everything. I promise, on my life, on my everything, I'll protect you. Wait, it's not normal to kiss people in moments like this. Then the novel I was reading, it's all wrong. Because that's what the prince did in that novel. Sorry, Bunny. You sure, Bunny? You don't want me to go? I'm practically a tomato. That kiss, you could just forget about it if you want. What do you mean? Did I mean it? Of course I meant that kiss. I would love nothing more than to have you as my bunny. I don't like seeing people I care about, people who give me the chance to talk, the chance to speak my mind, to go away. And I want to keep you so close that maybe you never consider going away. If there's any way that I'd be evil, maybe it's just that I could spend an eternity with you. Because I just want to get to know you properly. I don't want to say goodbye. I hate goodbyes so much. In truth, I've never been able to bring myself to say it, because I'm not sure when I'll see that person again. So, if it's at all possible, if that kiss would keep you, I'd give you 1,000,000 more. But it's not just because of that, Bunny. I kind of fell in love with you at first sight. And that's also why I was reading up on my favorite novels. I saw a situation like this, where the prince rescues someone special, and he did a kiss just like that, and I guess my body just moved on its own. So I did fantasize about kissing before, and, well, given what happened last night, I just thought maybe you'd like a kiss. Or maybe two. That was what you meant. You did want that kiss, didn't you? I want you. I've thought about it a lot. Maybe I got carried away. Maybe things went too fast. But I don't regret it. I'm just hoping you can forgive me if I've been too forward with it. I just don't know any other ways in all the books I've ever read. The gallant hero always wins their love. But I'm not really a hero, at least by most people's standards. But I guess in my heart, I thought maybe just this once, I could be your hero. I know there's probably a lot of people who are after you. A lot of people who don't like your kind around these parts, 'cause I know that's how it works. Humans, as much as I care about them, as much as I want to be friendly, I know that sometimes humans get too judgmental of the others. They get too focused on the differences, and they blind themselves to see how similar we are. Not even monsters go on without a heart. Everyone beats with blood in their veins, even if we work differently. And even those who don't have blood in their veins, those from puppet to master, there's so many different lives that have meaning. Every single one of them, if you ask me, has a purpose and a place in this world. I just wish more people could see that. Bunny, I love you, and I want to be your hero, protect you, maybe even go and see the world with you. And I know it might not be easy, considering my condition, but I thought, just maybe, it might make you feel safe to know you've got a home here, no matter what anyone says. And if I have to defend it, I'd fight anyone, every single person who hates me. I wouldn't hurt them back, but I'd defend this household with every last drop of energy, of passion, of love I've got. I won't let any harm come to you, Bunny, because I've seen too much harm come to others. I've seen too much violence in my life, and I don't want to see it again. If we could go the rest of our lives not seeing any violence, making the world a better place, and not causing problems, I think it'd be for the best, Bunny. That way, even if there's people we don't get along with, maybe that'll change in time. maybe we'll get a second chance if we try hard enough. And maybe, just maybe, we can find a way to make things better. Not just for ourselves, but for others too. You know, I spent a lot of time right here, longing for someone just like you, buddy. But someone just like you won't do. I think it's gotta be you, Bunny. You're that person I always dreamed of. The one that I wrote about in the books that I've written. I'll have to show you someday. I've made so many novels that I hope would spread good. But some of them I wrote selfishly. Always longing for someone to hold, just like you, right now in my arms. I love you, Bunny. And you make my dreams come true all at once. I feel like I could do anything. Like all the hate in the world couldn't bring down my mood. My passion, my love. Bunny, thank you. Thank you for coming here, for hearing me out, for not accusing me of being a monster, just because sometimes I need some blood. You see me as a person, don't you? Which is more than most people do. In fact, almost everyone. It's such an uphill battle, but I feel like if you're by my side, then I can truly face it. And that way, it's so much less scary. And I can feel like I'm a person. A proper person. Instead of just a placeholder. So, would it be alright if I was your man? Even if it's not forever, I'd like to be your love. I want to make you feel special and loved and like you have a place in the world, Bunny. You deserve everything good and special, and as a noble vampire, I'll see to it that I be your prince. The one that takes all the sadness away. All the pain that I see still resides in the back of those eyes. I'll give you a place to put it. And I'll bear the weight of all those grudges until we can be peaceful together. Until we can see the end of that road. And not the sad one. We'll never walk down there. I promise, Bunny. I love you so much. So much that it's scary. Because I've never felt this way in all my many years and many lifetimes of living. At least by normal standards, I've never had someone that came close to you, which may seem really sad, but it's not. It just means that all this time, I was waiting for you. Not just someone who looks like you, talks like you, or feels like you. I was only waiting for the one who's right in front of me. The one whose lips I'll claim as my own. You're mine, Bunny. And I'll be yours for as long as you'll have me. As long as I can make you happy. I know you'll always make me happy, so it's fair, right? That way, you won't have to worry about things not being the same. I love you so much, Bunny. So much. Are you sure, Bunny, that this is all okay? If we go forward from here, I'm not sure. There's an end, which could be scary for you. I'll take that kiss as you being okay with me being your prince, even if it's not perfect. Even if most would consider me a prince of darkness, I hope I can be as bright as the sun for you. Or at least as bright as a full moon. That way I can lead you right where you want to go. I love you so much, Bunny. Can you blame me, Bunny? I can't just leave it at basic kisses. Besides, you didn't say I couldn't. So it's your fault. Bunny. Bunny. Oh, Bunny. Bunny. What are you doing, Bunny? You can't just go right into things. I'm not complaining, but are you sure? What if an accident happens, Bunny? I might not be able to stop. Bunny. Bunny. I love you so much. Bunny. Bunny. Of course. I Bunny. Oh. Oh, Bunny. 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 I'm so happy you're here with me, Even if we don't do much of anything for the rest of the night, I don't care. I'm just happy being able to stare into your eyes just like this. Being able to kiss you, and I want that you don't see me as a monster. I'm so happy I didn't ruin something special by being too forward. I thought the only way you'd understand how I feel is if I was brave and shared it just the way it is. That's the only way that's ever worked for me. In life, when I was too timid, it'd get me in trouble. It was Mirio who taught me that exact lesson. He may be a demon, but he forced his way with kindness to make humans in a settlement nearby understand that he means well, that he's a good demon, and that not all demons are bad and evil, contrary to what's preached in the churches and told in the city halls. He proved it with sheer dedication and repaying pain with kindness. He took their attacks and only gave them smiles back. I tried to do the same thing, but people were too afraid to even do that. I guess I've got a bit of a reputation, and it's hard once you've gotten that built up. Everyone thinks you're this or that. Everyone just assumes you're a monster because they don't know. And they don't want to give you a chance to know because they think you're going to take that chance to hurt them. But I'd never hurt anyone, least of all you, Bunny. I think that's the only exception. If someone hurt you, Bunny, I'd be very tempted to hurt them. 'Cause that's too sad. Thinking about it, that's one of my worst nightmares, is having someone I love hurt because of me, or just in a way that I can't protect you. That's terrifying, but I won't let it win. The terror and pain and the sadness and things. It doesn't have to be that way. And I know we don't necessarily have to leave here if you don't want to. I don't know about that, Bunny. If you actually ever... I wouldn't know what to do. If I turned you, sure we could live forever, but then you wouldn't get to taste my delicious cooking, and what would we do if people got more afraid? They misunderstood the situation, and they thought that I turned you maliciously. They'd never believe anything we said. Though I hope to live an eternity with you, so it might be for the best. Maybe somehow, some way I can find a way to do it that you won't lose your taste. Maybe there's another way we can both be immortal. And maybe there's a way I could get my taste back, where I don't need to depend on blood anymore. That's my dream. To live forever with you, in the happiest way, where people won't see us as scary. I know most vampires might want to be human again, but I don't want that because I'm afraid of dying. But I want to live with you forever, so if we could find a way to not have to drink blood and for you to be immortal too, I'd like that a lot. But that's a problem for tomorrow. For now, all I want is more time with you. Just to hold you like this. And tell you how much I love you, Bunny. Because I love you more than there are stars in the sky. I love you more than the smell of fresh tulips. They're my favorite, by the way. but I think my new favorite scent is the scent of my bunny, this close in my arms. I love you, bunny, and I'm always gonna be here, right here, whispering sweet nothings in your ear and keeping you warm wherever you sleep, warm and safe. I'll make sure nothing gets to you, nothing makes you sad, and nothing ruins what we have together.